Soleimani is just, I mean, I don't even know where to start with the amount of blood that he's responsible for. People talk about, again, okay, he authorized operations and activities in Iraq against U.S. soldiers and against Iraqi soldiers and Iraqi civilians. But it goes back to the beginning of that. I mean, you could go back to 2003. And Soleimani was the architect. He dreamt up this idea as the U.S. was going into Iraq that he was going to, I mean, what he did was insane. He basically authorized, I mean, he's in charge, right? So he authorizes the release of a bunch of Sunnis that they've been holding on to, Iran being Shia, arch rivals being the Sunnis, essentially. And the Saudis are their arch enemy, a Sunni nation. But he released all these Sunni extremists that Iran had been holding on to, essentially ever since we had gone into Afghanistan, right after 9/11. And he released them into Iraq, including a guy named Zarqawi, who became the head of al-Qaeda in Iraq. And within a few months of our getting out to Iraq, these Sunnis, basically under Soleimani's tutelage, had a series of bombings and started bombing everything from Shiite mosques to UN facilities, a Jordanian embassy, a variety of targets, killing thousands of Shiites. Now, he's a Shiite, right? So this is how bad this guy is. He goes into Iraq with this plan that I'm going to push the Shiite in Iraq to Iran. I'm going to make them come to us for protection, for coverage, essentially. We can ride in there because what does he want? He wants to exert their influence within Iraq. He doesn't want a strong Iraq. He doesn't want the U.S. in there building a strong, stable Iraq. I mean, you go back to the Iran-Iraq War where Soleimani started his military career. And, you know, there's no way, he's a true believer. There's no way he's ever going to let Iraq become stable again. And he's insane enough that he kills thousands of Shiite, his own people, right, in order to push the Shiite population in Iraq to Iran.